So to those who currently own or otherwise want to own the CV90105 TML, the Swedish 9.0 vehicle currently in the game, well, Gaijin is going to buff your vehicle entirely for free. But welcome back to another Talking Head video. This is going to be more of a news and updates type of video rather than the usual where we talk about a certain subject. I'm going to be talking mostly about this vehicle in particular, and there's going to be some gameplay in the background. It's just me destroying some AI and destroying some players as well. This is the dev server, so it's more just there for context. Oh, and I have to get this out of the way because yes, it is a premium vehicle. Okay, if for any reason you guys found this video informational, not only like and subscribe, of course, but feel free to use my 3% discount link should you have the desire to buy this vehicle. Again, it wouldn't be a me video if I didn't bring that up. It's turning into a meme at this point. I kind of like it. But anyways, let's talk more about the CV90105 XC-8. Now, I know there's been a lot of confusion in the forums, in my own communities, etc., saying that, are we going to lose the TML? Are we just going to keep that and get this brand new one, etc.? Unfortunately, it's not going to work like that, at least that I am aware of. From the time of this video's recording, this vehicle is going to be entirely replaced by the XC-8. I think it's a way better way to go about it, in my opinion, because this vehicle is superior to the previous in almost every category except in battle rating. Now, this vehicle did get a 0.3 BR rating increase, which justifies what I'm going to show you in today's video. Now let's talk about the TML. It was the first premium vehicle to be introduced with the Swedish to help you guys grind out your high tier experience. Now, the vehicle itself isn't outright phenomenal, right? It fires DM23. It's got Gen 2 thermal sights. It has a Gen 2 CITV, which is fixed to the gun, meaning that you can't turn it around. You can't look around with it or peek around corners, etc., or peek on top of or from top of hills. But you do get all the top tier specifics, such as Commander Gunner. You get amazing thermal sights, of course, as I already mentioned. You do get some very phenomenal speed for the type of vehicle that it is. Now, take that entire vehicle for what it is, right? And just up it up in a few crucial areas. One is power. I wouldn't say power to weight ratio, more or less, because the vehicle did get a slight increase in weight. It now weighs 25 tons versus the TML's 21.9 tons, but it did get an increase of engine power from 550 horsepower at 2100 RPM to 670 at 2200, but the vehicle does go at the exact same speed of 70 kilometers an hour. Now, that's really the biggest change to when it comes to the mobility of the vehicle. It's not going to feel any different. It's not going to feel any worse or better for that matter, but what will feel better is the firepower of this vehicle. Now, instead of having the 105mm CN105G2, you now get the 105 L50 cannon with an auto-loading mechanism firing DM33 every 5 seconds. That's right, your loader no longer takes any effect or makes any effect to the overall handling of the vehicle itself to when it comes to its just raw amount of firepower. But that's not where a lot of the fun stops. Now, you do get the same sights, right? Same Gen 2s, same commander sight fix of the gun. You also get, with the gun itself, at least with the previous vehicle, minus 7 degrees of gun depression, plus 20 with elevation. Instead, with the XC-8, you get minus 10 degrees of gun depression, but with a plus 42 of gun elevation. That's right, this gets better gun depression and way better gun elevation. And to make things just a tiny bit better, you get 10 rounds to the first stage ammo stowage that loads every 5 seconds. Plus 11 if you count the one in the pipe. I don't know if it does or doesn't, to be honest. I never pay attention to it. But that's really it when it comes to the big changes of the XC-8. Now, as I said earlier, if you are a owner of the TML, you will be getting the upgrade for this vehicle to this standard for free. That's right. Now, there's a huge problem with that some have brought up to me, which is, do we get to keep the old TML? Maybe they can discontinue it and they get to give this to us. Maybe we get to have it as a module instead, because some people are finding it to be unfair that Gaijin is taking away a vehicle that they enjoy and giving them something a little bit different at a slightly higher BR. I can understand that negative sentiment towards this vehicle, but in truth, and I'm just going to say this as my own opinion, more than actual truth itself, I guess, I agree with this. I don't mind it. You get a better vehicle in a BR that is a little bit more prominent, just a tiny bit, not really too much actually, to when it comes to the environment itself. But then again, you have to deal with that 10.3, but thankfully 10.3 doesn't really exist too much. But what this does is it puts you in closer ranges or engagements with the terms and other premium vehicles sitting out at around 9.7. But DM33105 is a brilliant Sable type for the BR that can somewhat mostly upper front plate terms fairly reliably. I can't say that for certain for everybody because RNG does play into factor here. So case in point, this is a worthwhile upgrade to which I agree with, and I don't mind it. I play the TML. You guys know it. I have videos on this thing. Trust me, all right? But having this brand new upgrade is something that, at least for me, is very welcomed. But that is where I want to leave it to you as the player, as the viewer. Do you have this vehicle? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Are you going to have a good time playing the brand new one? I have no idea. Let me know in the comment section below. I will chime in my 2 cents as best as I can. Well, as always. Anyways, guys, over the last previous videos, you guys have been blowing up my videos with comments, and it's amazing. Over what, almost 300 for one of my previous videos, which is awesome. I can't get to every single one, but I tried. Trust me. the two nights worth of it, I promise. Okay, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to look at this. Again, if you want to support the channel, use my 3% discount. It helps me out tremendously. You get to use it for War Thunder as well as Enlisted and other games that use the War Thunder store. It's weird that you get to use it for Enlisted. I think also, what's that space game they play in Crossout? I don't know. It's only for Enlisted I've seen other people use it for, which is super awesome. So check that out, guys. Not just mine, too. Other brilliant creators. Fly, Odd, Jaguara, Wingaling, Ash, who just got his recently. So go ahead and congratulate him for that. And that's really it. So again, thank you so much. I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but in War Thunder itself. Also, streams Monday back on. Hell yeah. Good night.